Alright, here we go. We're going to transfer out of that big mouth bubbler I was talking about. Much larger access. This has been lagering for quite some time now. Brewed back in April. Stood fermented for about 3 to 4 weeks. Various temperatures, and then it's been lagering since then. I would say since about May, so we're looking at a couple months of lagering there. And let's see here. We'll go ahead and get to the video of this transfer here. Alright, so basically just like the steampunk Kolsch there, we're going to go ahead and transfer Cole's campfire lager here. So essentially the same thing. You want to get it close to the bottom without going into that drop. Not necessarily the easiest things to figure out when you have. Okay. There we go. Make sure it's deep enough there. Make sure we're touching the bottom. We want to eliminate as much bubbling as we can. Splashing, I should say. Anything that might cause aeration, we want to limit. And we're off. You can already see how quick we're going now. So. Yeah, I like the big mouth bubbler. I think all my future purchases are going to be with the big mouth bubbler. There's some variations of it, but I think I like this one the best. I haven't tried the others, but there's things I like about this one in particular. I like how narrow it is, so you can fit more on a shelf if you're going to lager. It's a little bit taller, but again, it is more narrow, so more can fit side by side. I'm not really concerned about stacking them. That's never going to happen for me. I'm not going to stack the carboys. Maybe if I eventually set up a shelving unit in the back or in the basement, maybe then I'll worry about so much how tall they are. But for now, I think this here's the way to go. Definitely nice carboy. A lot of grooves in it, but it's not really an issue. A lot of people are worried about the how hard it is to clean. And like I said in the last video, this thing is an absolute dream. There's nothing to worry about when it comes time to clean. So, great color on this. Sediment's not as big of an issue because it has been lagering for months actually. We'll see if maturity in this has changed at all. I'll have to figure that out in about 3 days. It's going to take about 3 days to carb it. What I like to do is take it up to about 30 pounds, put it into the K grader, of course, and let it carb up. This here shouldn't take as long because it's already cold. The Kolsch is going to take a little bit longer, so it's going to be important that I watch that to make sure I don't overcarb the Kolsch while carbing, or overcarb the coals here while carving up that Kolsch. So some things to keep in mind. There's always, brewing can be one of those hobbies that are lazy or as active as you want to be in it, or as involving as you want to be. As the years are going by, I like to get more and more involved. I like to learn as much as I possibly can. And it all comes out. We want to make, as brewers, we want to make the best quality beer we can make. If we're only making junk beer, we're probably not going to stick with it very long. So my goal is to make the best possible beer I can and always to be improving, which with anything, of course, is just studying, learning, and doing the right thing. So we're about to finish up this here. As you can see, it's gone exceptionally quick. We're almost to the bottom. Well, I'd say we probably got, about 6 inches there. So probably about another gallon or two. But going up quick. If any of you guys have tried a big mouth brewer, hit me up, let me know how much you like it. If you prefer the old carboys and why, or if that's even a possibility. Go ahead and post that in the comments. The only thing I like about them is that I already have a bunch of them. I'm not a big fan of glass. Glass is heavy. After 5 gallons of beer, I think that'd be heavy enough. But no, so you got the glass in there, of course. And adds a lot of weight. We're gonna do real quick. Put this cutting board in back, give it a good even tilt so I don't have to worry about it. And I can just focus on holding that above the truck. It looks like I'm disturbing it a little bit, but that'll be okay. Won't cause too many problems. But yeah, I like the plastic ones a lot. They're cheaper. These big mouth bubblers are about the same price, if not much, maybe $1 more expensive than the regular traditional plastic carboys, and it's nothing but advantage. This giant opening here lends itself to a world of possibilities as far as cleaning and how easy it makes things. So I don't see myself going back. If anything, I see myself phasing out the old ones as they become scratched or damaged, or maybe I'll just get enough of these and sell off the old ones. I don't know. Carboys are like cakes, though. You can never really have enough of them, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and gently move this back, get a bigger tilt. But yeah, it's fairly simple. I mean, the biggest thing is just to make sure you're not going to keep the bubbles out here, because you don't want to aerate this beer. You keep an eye on it, make sure you're not pulling up a bunch of sediment, make sure it's running through clear, make sure you got that suction. Can't really complain after that. So this is one of the easier things. The only thing that's bad about transfer is you got something to clean. But the best thing about transferring into a keg, 3 days later, you're going to have beer. Carbonated beer, I should say. It's beer now, but where are we at here? Almost there, almost there. So after this one, I'm actually out. This here's my last 5 gallons of the Cole's Campfire Ale, or correction, lager, Campfire Lager. It's my last one. After this, I'll have to rebrew, but that probably won't be till the fall. I mean, this is supposed to be a fall lager. I've just been working on improving it. I think I got the recipe down. It's just temperature control after here. All right, so it's starting to look like we're pulling some sediment, so I think we're gonna call it good. Where we're at. Not too much waste down there. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this. Pull the hose. Tap, 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 insert, and we're done. That's it. That's how easy it is to transfer.